What's going on, world? It's your boy, Kuya. This is NRW Nerds Rule the World. Back with our another weekly entertainment picks. I'm Kuya P, and I'm joined by the brother that levels me up, Mr. Glenn Lawrence. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing. I am doing fine, and I can't wait to get into these picks this week. What do you got for me, bro?
I can't wait too, man, because I feel like it's deja vu right now. Y'all, sometimes you forget to press record and you do a whole show. It happens. I guess so.
Now you get take two energy. Let's go.
Take two energy. I'm gonna try and bring it, brother. Glenn Lawrence, you're a dog person. I'm a dog person. You had your dog part of your beautiful wedding that I was blessed to be your officiant.
Yeah.
I was like best man, but I wasn't your best man because the best dog. It was the best dog, wasn't it?
Yes,
wasn't you were the best.
You were the best man there.
Honored to be a part of your special day, brother. But wonderful to have your dog there. It's just I'm just essentially just trying to speak on how important your dog is to you.
Very important.
My dog is very important to me. We are dog people. And yeah, man, there's a film that, is all about that human canine companionship, but also adventure racing, man. Are you familiar with adventure racing?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like a multi-athlon, right? There's a bunch of different types of ways to get there. You got to figure out how to do it. I've never done it before, but I'm very interested. How are you going to mix these two? How are these two going to be mixed?
All right, well, let's check out Arthur the King that deals with adventure racing as well as a nice little canine companion. I'm talking about Arthur the King, starring Mark Wahlberg, Simu Liu, and the beautiful Natalie Emmanuel, brother. You got me hooked on Natalie because of, Game of Thrones and all of that. So let's check it out. Arthur the King.
Come on, Arthur. This is our time. We all know anything can happen out there. Sometimes we feel lost. We push and we suffer. We keep going. That makes all the difference. Hey, what happened to you, boy? You don't look so good. Meatball? Look, somebody likes my meatballs. Hey, Paw Patrol, we got a race to win.
Just remember, Michael, this race doesn't define you.
I raced for 19 years. This is my last chance to win.
3, 2, 1. I was a young boy living in the city. All I did was run. Over the next 10 days, these athletes will cross 400 miles climbing, biking, and kayaking.
That dot is Daddy.
Go, Daddy, Dot.
Let's talk and get the meatballs. 3 days, 200 miles ago. Leave the stupid dog and let's go. Come on. Move, dumb dog. What is it, boy? Oh, God. Can't believe I almost walked right off that cliff. Extra meatballs for you, my friend. He's hurting.
Save your
What do
life.
you think he went through before he met us?
Whatever it wasn't good.
How the hell did he get all the way from here to there while we were on bikes and zip lines and running and climbing?
He must have wings we don't know about.
Oh, boy.
You know I'm back, like I never left.
You want to start to embrace the buckets of pain?
I need a bigger bucket.
Team Broad Rail has traveled over 200 miles, and they found a companion.
Daddy has a dog?
What have you done?
Think you found your new partner in suffering, Michael? Yeah, he's the king. I think we should call him Arthur. Arthur the King.
How's he doing?
He's been through so much.
This dog needs a vet. I don't want you to hurt anymore. He's a fighter.
Just like you.
I feel glorious.
Famous dog. Looks even worse than the rest of you. Maybe you all deserve each other. Always underestimated Armor, buddy. This isn't the route on the map.
It's okay. Just follow Arthur.
Lead the way, King.
I've never seen anything like this.
Everybody knows about it. Guess what? I'm not a dog person.
All right, Glenn Lawrence, Arthur the King drops this week based upon the book Arthur the Dog Who Crossed the Jungle to Find a Home. It's a film about adventure racing and how this guy found this dog while he was on this trek as part of this race where you climb, you bike, you kayak, you run, all the things, man. Just crazy. Yeah, based on a true story, man. I had the pleasure of seeing this film along with the other films I'm going to talk about this week with you. Great family film, man. I'm gonna have a full review on the channel, but definitely recommend, man, if you're a dog person, it's got that in there, family person, and if you like good stories about just overcoming the odds when people, bet against you or you fail, you just keep on striving, you keep succeeding, you just keep on living. And just a beautiful little film with Mark Wahlberg, Natalie Emmanuel, and Simu Liu. What do you think?
Looks good. I know it's going to pull on the heartstrings. I always love these dog movies that always feel good, but I know at the end of it, it's going to be sad. I'm hoping that it's not sad. Every time I watch it, I'm like, come on, don't make me cry at the end. Please don't make me cry at the end. But it looks good. I mean, with the little puppy paw in the hand, I can already feel the tears welling up. I know what that's going to be like. But I'm very interested. I'm very interested to check it out. Looks like it's going to be heartfelt, good family film. Want to watch it with the wife and kid, and see what they think about it. Looks fun.
Cool. I want to add, because when I went in, I thought it was going to be a full-fledged dog movie. It's not exactly a full-fledged dog movie. It's more so 75% Mark Wahlberg and him running this race, and then there's like this other 25% that focuses on Arthur, and it's kind of spread throughout. So if you're expecting, because that's what I was expecting a full-fledged dog movie with just tidbits of adventure racing and Mark Wahlberg, but it's not. So just as a FYI, to me, it doesn't diminish the movie at all. It's a great family film.
I mean, the movie's named after the dog, so that's weird.
I know, that's why I was expecting more. When I went into it. So yeah, definitely recommend. And also, I just want to give a shout out to NRW's based out of the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. When I went to this press screening, EX2 Adventures, they're the local adventure racing group here in the D.C. area. Look them up at ex2adventures.com. They presented and talked about what they do, and were letting people know if you want to get into adventure racing, they provide those opportunities. And for any skill-based person, me and Glenn haven't probably ran a race in quite some time. They have arenas for us to do that. Not to downplay you, Glenn, but you and I aren't athletes like we once were. So any skill level, if you want to do this and have some fun with your family, it's a great little place. Check out ex2adventures.com. And also, again, me and Glenn are dog lovers. There's a lot of animals that need love that are in these shelters. If you need a canine companion, you want somebody to help, with everything, man. There's nothing like having a dog or a cat or anything. Go check out your local animal shelter, man, and find your new best friend. Definitely.
And once you find that new best friend, visit theymademewear.it. They got great dog clothes for those animals that you can get them all laced up in the latest fashions.
There you go. Look at Glenn with the plug for them too. I love that. We just want to spread love out there to the people, man. There you go. Arthur the King, that's my first pick out the gate. Glenn Lawrence, the next film I have is from A24. I know when you hear A24 like myself, man, they deliver with their content. And brother, this one, again, like I said, I saw already, definitely delivers. And I want everybody to remember the name Rose Glass. She's the writer-director on this.
Fancy.
Let's check out Love Lies Bleeding, brother.
All right.
The excitement in the air is palpable. The atmosphere is electric. A celebration of history in the making.
What is this place? You're looking pretty good in there. There's some pretty serious lines going. Yeah? Why don't you want me working for your dad? Well, he's a psycho. It's not that big girl.
That you two are maybe together.
Do you like guns?
I prefer to know my own strength.
That's not what I'm paying you for.
If you touch her, I'm gonna tell them everything you ever did.
Are you threatening me?
We gotta get out of here. Let's just keep driving. I fucking love you, you idiot. I love you too.
You'll regret this.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, fuck.
All right. everybody, Love Lies Bleeding. It was in limited release in like DC, LA, New York, but now it's going to be everywhere this week. I had the chance to see this film and I was blown away. So creative, so fresh, so artistic. Rose Glass, remember that name, writer director on this. This stars Katie O'Brien, who you know from The Mandalorian. You saw her on Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. Insanely talented, as well as Ed Harris, Dave Franco, with some bad mullet type wigs. This joint was fire, man. It was very artistic, very insane, crazy revenge story. Glenn Lawrence, man, you got to see this one. What do you think?
It looks great. It's got some hot bodies, got some some hot lusty love happening, some bad toupees, bad hair pieces. I feel like it has it all. It looks great. Of course, seeing Katie O'Brien, she wasn't a wrestler, was she? Was she a wrestler?
She was not a wrestler, but she definitely has that build. I think she probably buffed it up for this role. Yeah. And Glenn, speaking of wrestlers, man, we love China. I know you're an old school wrestling fan like myself. Because you brought that up, I want any producer out there watching this, give us Katie O'Brien as China in the China story. Like, we need that in my life. I would pay to see that. Because Katie O'Brien, once you see this film, Glenn, she's played like sidebar character roles. She definitely is a star and, held her own with Kristen Stewart. They both were the leads in this. I need more Katie O'Brien, and I think she would be phenomenal as China. Yeah. We just got to catch Triple H now. Who would be Triple H? Who's big enough in Hollywood to be Triple H, bro?
Cena.
That's
Triple H. That'd be interesting. Yeah. But while you ponder that, I'll continue talking about Love Lies Bleeding because I thought it looked really good. It's A24, so it's going to be done well and executed well. And when something says it's a gut punch, I'm like, somebody I like is going to get hurt in the film, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. But it looks really good. It looks like it's done extremely well, and it's going to be intricate and layered. I like it, and it's the 80s styles, that 80s big hair, muscle build. Period. That time period. So that looks great. It's good to see Kristen Stewart always expanding her acting chops. Everybody looks amazing in the film. They look sexy, except for Ed Harris with the hair thing. But
he's phenomenal though. He looks crazy, but he's amazing as always, dude.
I'm sure he does his thing, man. So it's interesting. I don't know what it's about, but I can tell that it you know what it reminds me of? Remember that movie Pain and Gain with The Rock?
Oh yeah, and that was a great film, by the way.
Yeah, great film, but it's like that kind of I don't know if this one has any humor or levity to it. That one had a little bit of humor and levity, but it was really, really dark as well. So I feel like this will be that same thing, and kind of in the same vein of Uncut Gems, where every step of the way you just feel a little bit more and more anxious, and it's like just so much anxiety with everything happening. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this trailer. So I would definitely want to check it out. Saturday afternoon viewing. Maybe even a Saturday night viewing with some popcorn and the lady. But I feel like I'm gonna be like no the entire time, like don't do it.
Yo, I like you compared it to those two films. I would definitely say it's in that same vein because I really enjoyed Pain and Gain as well as Uncut Gems, and I would say this fits in that category, if not exceeds in some other ways, because there's so much. Rose Glass, bro, is going to be a name to watch. Her credits before this one are like a bunch of short films. I think she has like one other feature, but like I said, people should get to know that name. Like, I want to see what she's going to do next, because I think she was just outstanding as a creative filmmaker with the shots she gave us, just the cast that she put together, and her writing chores on this, just phenomenal. Again, I need more from her, and I need more Katie O'Brien. I think she's a star in the making. This really put her on the map. If we could have a China film, or like if they were to do, I liked the She-Hulk Disney Plus series that we got, but that she bulked up. She would be alive. She would be our Lou Ferrigno Hulk. You know how Lou Ferrigno was our Hulk? She would be the true She-Hulk in every way, and how much she bulked up and just got the chops and the acting skills.
I love Tatiana Maslany, but I feel like Katie O'Brien would be a much better She-Hulk for
if
they're not bringing She-Hulk back.
I enjoyed it. I'm not going to talk down on it. You may not have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but because She-Hulk is always She-Hulk, I would have liked Katie. When you see this, Katie O'Brien is it, bro. She's got all the chops. I wouldn't be mad if they were to do that, even though I enjoyed the Tatiana Maslany, even though it's CGI'd. She's a living She-Hulk. She's amazing. Anyway,
I think
Blood Like
Tatiana
Bleeding.
Maslany should be Jubilee. They should make her Jubilee.
No, bro, she's Asian. Jubilee is Asian. Stop taking away Asian roles.
But it's Tatiana Maslany is not Asian? What is she?
I don't know, but she's not Asian.
I don't even know if she's Asian. She might be Asian.
Jubilee is Chinese, brother. Don't, and I definitely know Tatiana is not Chinese. So don't take away
Canadian.
roles.
Canadians can be anything.
Moving on, Love Lies Bleeding. Check it out. Highly recommend. This my top pick this week. There was a lot of controversy surrounding this film. I just want people to just don't listen to the haters. Make your own opinion. Go see the film. Let's head right to it. The American Society of Magical Negroes. Here we go.
Let's do it.
To the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I know you can feel their discomfort, Aaron. Watching you walk through a room full of white people was the most painful thing I've ever seen.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't want to take you to a job interview.
There's a recruiting class starting right now, and we got to get you in it.
Welcome to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I don't really understand.
It's easier to say. What's the most dangerous animal on the planet?
Shark.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable. White people feeling uncomfortable precedes a lot of bad stuff for us. That's why we fight white discomfort every day. Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
The name needs a little updating, maybe like magical black people, or I guess that doesn't have the same ring.
Get ready.
Oh, wow.
Your first client is a Jason Munn. His morale is far too low.
Hey.
Hey.
Darn it. I was hoping there was a station right next to him.
Oh, is this what I'm spoken for?
No.
Yeah, it's actually fun and weirdly relaxing. It's like being a secret agent with none of the danger.
Hey, I'm Lizzie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
She's great.
Yeah, she's cool.
You kidding? Come on, man. She's smart and funny.
I know what you were doing going on about her. You're trying to set us up.
No, that's not what I was doing.
You cannot have a relationship with Lizzie now. Because if you don't put Jason first, everyone's magic will fail.
I've always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is. But maybe it shouldn't be.
I got a great plan to ask her out, but I'm gonna need your help.
Do you think you could, like, work your magic?
Hey, is he talking about me?
Hey.
Oh my God. Wait, are you?
But I've traveled a long way. Someone defied the society. Who was it?
You didn't let her go like I told
Who
you.
was
If you
it?
interfere with her or your client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
Even though we might never see each other again, I need you to know that what we had was real.
I'm curious to see how you gonna make it out of all this.
All right, Glenn Lawrence, the American Society of Magical Negroes, arriving from Focus Features this week, brother. There was a lot of controversy about this film. We did some trailer reacts, I think, for this. But I was able to screen it early because I was able to interview Justice Smith, Onley Bogan, the stars of this film, as well as Nicole Byer, who plays Dee Dee, the leader of the American Society of Magical Negroes in this film. Great interviews. Go check it out. It's on the channel right now, y'all. When it was all set up, I was really nervous because going into the screening, just all the controversy, everything I was hearing, and I was like, man, what am I going to say to these folk? And I was very pleasantly surprised after I saw the film how much more I wanted to talk to them and to the people, and how I can't wait to talk to you, Glenn, when you finally see this film, because American Fiction was one of my favorite films last year, and it spoke on racial issues, and you and I as POC filmmakers and as creatives, and our journey and to create content and entertainment. This, I think, is along those same lines from man, I'm gonna brutalize my brother's name, but the writer director on this is having his chance to speak his truth. And while a lot of people are wanting a Black Harry Potter, this ain't it. but I think he was very much inspired to take his take on talking about racial issues with that Black Harry Potter bent to it. But this isn't Black Harry Potter. I want all of people to know y'all may be expecting a comedy, and there is comedic elements for those people because the controversy was rooted in the trailer. Everybody was like, "Oh, this, that, and the third." This ain't Black Harry Potter. This is more drama than comedy. This is a dramedy, if you will. It's being marketed as a comedy, but it isn't. This is an uncomfortable film, y'all, because it's dealing with racial issues that we don't talk about a lot. And I think they did an amazing job in talking about these issues. And it's more so, I think, for us as people of color to face these issues that were hard to talk to with white people and just people in general and amongst each other. And I think it's going to help because I personally know that I'm going to refer in certain situations when I'm dealing with somebody and I can't express my feelings. I'm going to refer to quite a few scenes that are in this film to just kind of, that's how my vibe was at that moment. I think this is a phenomenal film. I'm gonna have a full review on the channel, but I'm really looking forward to people checking this one out, Glenn. What do you think about just this film in general, the concept as a creative, and are you interested in seeing it?
Yeah. So first, the actor, or I'm sorry, the director, writer, Kobe Levy. That's the name to not mess up. I'm very excited to check it out. Along the same lines of you really want to see what they're saying there. My first impression is it could be handled really well, or it could be handled like really poorly and just make me upset, because I feel like there's such an opportunity to have some great commentary on society and how we get along and how we can get along better or how we get along worse and all these things. The one thing, like you were saying, when you pass it on along, like, oh, I felt this discomfort, and you want to show somebody that discomfort, but you don't have the words for it, but you have a scene that they can see it. I guess the biggest thing is making sure white people go see it. You know what I mean? So once that happens, then the discussions can be had. Outside of that, it'll just be us. It'll just be us people of color watching it. Be like, another point that we could make, So don't want that to happen. But it looks like it might be something that could bring people together. I'm very interested to check it out. It looks like it'll be a good time, judging from the trailer. I was getting the Harry Potter vibes. Maybe, you know how they do. They'll have the initial movie, it'll come out, it'll do well, and then it'll be like, oh, we got to do a sequel, and then the sequel will end up being super Harry Potter and dragons and spells and all this other stuff. But I'm very interested to see how they put all the elements together. It looks like it could be a fun ride, but like you said, it is very heavy. So there's definitely, or I don't know if it's very heavy, but it is heavy. It is thought provoking. It is uncomfortable. So it could be all those things. But I definitely still want to check it out regardless of all that. I do want to see how they handle it, whether it's going to make me angry or not. I do want to check it out, and I'd love to chat with you about it, get your idea on it, and recommend it to other people so we could start having these conversations. But it looks fun, man. I've always been interested in that idea of the magical Negro trope, and I want to see how that plays out when it has its own full movie to be explained and for people to go through. So, yeah, man, I like it, man. Good job this week, bro. Good job, Kuya P.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a heavy ass film. Again, y'all, this ain't your Black Harry Potter. That would be dope eventually, but this is Kobe Libby trying to just express his feelings about race and using that trope and speaking on the issues through that lens really creates what he's trying to say. And I'm excited to have conversations with people on this film because I really connected with this film. You know what I'm saying? There's a different type of Black people. There's different type of Asian. There's different all kinds of stuff. This is about an introverted cat who gets thrust into the situation and is finding himself. And you go on this journey, and I think, can relate in a lot of different ways. And so I can't wait to have the conversations.
You know what's crazy? When you look him up on IMDb, he's tan.
Who are you talking about first?
Kobe Levy.
Okay.
You look him up on IMDb, he's like tan, but the picture that they have of him, he looks very white. It's like they almost whitewashed him in his picture.
He's a light-skinned brother. Brother.
But you gotta see it. Once you pull up IMDb, you'll be like, yo, that's way lighter than he normally looks. Like you basically bleached him for his headshot. I just thought that was interesting in lieu of the conversation that we're having. Sorry, but yeah, I'm definitely going to check this out. This gets a thumbs up, man. You want your ranking, bro? You want me to
give it to me? What do you think, man? Arthur the King, Love Lies Bleeding, the American Society of Magical Negroes. Where am I at?
This week, I think you laid it on heavy. There's like a lot of heavy films here. I feel like my heartstrings are going to be pulled with Arthur the King. I feel like I'm going to be anxious the entire time and maybe even sad at the end for Love Lies Bleeding, and then I'm going to be frustrated with this one and uncomfortable. But with all that being said, I'm giving double thumbs up. I might have a tear in my eye giving it, but I'm giving double thumbs up. These all look good. They look like they're movies that are worthy of being seen, that should be seen. And as somebody who loves film, it seems like a duty to intake some of these films or all of these films. So I'm giving you double thumbs up, man. I'm wiping my tear with the thumb.
I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, man, you and I've been doing this a long time. I really like this week of picks, man. I really as a creative, Love Lies Bleeding, phenomenal. Arthur the King as dog lovers, you and I, and then the commentary that American Society of Magical Negroes is doing as well. I think are outstanding picks this week, man. So I know I'm all in on it. So I appreciate your thumbs up, and really, once you see it, I can't wait to talk about it with you. And everybody else, man, if you want to talk about it, hit us up in the comments below. We're ready to chat all about it. I'm ready to go all in. I'll put some money on these picks, man. That's how much I'm down with these picks. But before I do that, my brother Glenn Lawrence likes to give you the best medicine, that laugh medicine. You got some joints coming up soon, man. How can people check you out, bro?
So if you want to check me out, I will be at the DC Improv. That is March 14th. Read the Room is the show. I'll be on there making people laugh. It's a crowd work show, so if you want to come and be a little chatty, please do. You can see me there. Also, this Saturday I will be headlining at Bulldog in Chinatown in Washington DC. That's March 16th. So come check me out, come laugh with your boy. And if you want more shows, they'll be coming up. Check me out on levelupcomedy.com. Glenn Levels Up on X, Glenn Lawrence Comedy on Facebook, as well as IG. Come laugh with your boy.
There you go, man. Show love to my homie, man. Make sure you follow. His links are in the description below. And go check out a show. Get that laugh on. That's the best medicine. And for me, it's the Legend Kuya P. Twitter, TikTok, IG, all the things. Legend Kuya P, man. You know how I do. All my links in the description below, as is Glenn's. Let's chat about these picks this week. Like I said, I'm putting money on this one, man. I believe in these picks. They're dope. They're creative. They're fresh. They're insane. They're cool. There you go. Another week, y'all. Hit us up. Comments below. Glenn Lawrence, your boy Kuya P.